All right, welcome to Accountable, where we hold you accountable.
Right.
I am your host, Holly Key, and I am joined by my lovely colleagues here, Uncle Lamp and Blue. And you know, I'm just glad that you survived the week, Blue. And y'all recovered to beat what was that again, Lamp? San Diego.
What are the Chargers. The LA Chargers.
Are they? Oh, LA Chargers. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
They were so irrelevant.
Now, to
Cowboys
his defense,
are back to playing the irrelevant teams now.
To his defense, he said the next team they played,
we was gonna win.
You said
barely.
Y'all was gonna beat the shit out of them, but y'all barely won.
But y'all did barely win, and
a dub is a dub.
And then I would be remiss if we didn't comment on our matchup. Since you're from Dallas area.
Yeah. Oof.
And the Astros are playing the Rangers, and they beat the mess out of us in the first two games, and I was personally there to see one massacre. But as we film, we are beating the ever-loving
Snapple Juice.
I almost cursed.
Snapple Juice.
She didn't hear what I just said. Y'all are playing catch up. Y'all ain't beating. You're playing catch up.
Well, it's about to be 2-2.
Double.
Playing catch up.
And you know what? I almost called you a name right now.
Ooh.
I almost called you a name.
Called you
but I got
Blueface.
a little more class than that.
I almost called you Blueface.
And that brings us to our theme of the night. Name calling for adults.
That's right.
So let's take it to the table.
Let's go then.
Space Jam.
Welcome to Accountable, where we hold you accountable. All right, we made it to the table, the famed table where we get to voice our opinions, cry, laugh, debate, yell at each other, and not bang on the table, guys.
Okay. I'm
Jay is gonna get y'all. All right, so let's start off by reiterating here our theme this evening. And some of this does happen, believe it or not, even though we all love each other. It happens on the set from time to time. Name calling. It happens with kids, but it also happens with adults.
Thanks.
And notably in this case, it's happened with one James Harden the Beard and Daryl Morey, where over the summer James Harden, literally without any blatantly said Daryl Morey is a liar. And that is a very bold statement to make as a player. And at one time, we also know that they were pretty tight. So, what do we make of this? And obviously now, James Harden, he's missing practice. He obviously wants out. It doesn't look too promising that he gets traded to the team he actually wants to go to, which seems to be the LA Clippers. But what do we make of this just in general? Because, I know when I saw this story, guys, it felt like, wow. Like, not too many times do you actually hear a player come out and just speak so brazenly about, somebody in their organization like that.
Well, he don't know how to mix business with pleasure. Period. Point blank, period. He doesn't know how to mix business with pleasure. First off, let's go to the play. That's your homie. That's been your homie for 10 years. 10 years. Basketball, NBA, is a business. So you've let your homie run your business for 10 years, give you $300 million within that time frame, and you want to get mad at him at year 10 after you $300 million in? You can kiss my ass too. Like point blank period.
I mean, the way you said that is like he couldn't have made $300 million under anybody else though.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He went from OKC to Houston.
Six man on out the roster or rotation.
You got one person.
But you have to respect like his skill.
No, you don't.
You did no.
He ain't got no championship ring.
Okay.
What have you done for us lately? Lose in the third round.
Now let's talk about it. Talk about it. I mean, here's the thing. This is Morey's fault. You
created a monster.
You created this.
Yeah.
You pampered him in Houston. You babied him in Houston. You gave him everything in Houston. Then when you went to Philly, he went to Brooklyn. Oh man, Daryl's over in Philly. Daryl, come on, holla at your boy. I got you. This is what we gonna do. Report to camp overweight. I'm gonna make the trade. You gonna share the weight. We're gonna get you in Philly. Boom, boom, boom. He gets to Philly. Now I'm a liar. You weren't saying that when we was kicking it in the club.
You wasn't saying that.
I mean, come on.
Now, but something has to be said, and I think we touched on this before, because this has been like, even before I think I guess over the summer, we know that something transpired. We know that some kind of backroom talk was had, and Daryl Morey probably alluded to the fact that, hey, yeah, I got you. But when the numbers didn't add up and the right moves weren't there, then he had to make a business decision, and he obviously made that business decision.
Let me ask you this: why didn't the numbers add up? Because here's my thing.
And when I say that, I mean he didn't. He took less money.
Right.
Right.
Well, I overpaid you. The other two contracts.
So
I mean, damn.
Up the difference.
It's gonna balance out. Shouldn't it balance out? Matter of fact, Jay, cue in the Janet Jackson video. What have you done for me lately? Matter of fact, just cue in the opening. What have you done for me lately? Come on now. I mean, really, what has James done? Because Chris got you to game 6 with a bad hamstring. I lied, game 5. Because this is how accountable was started. All you had to do was just win one game. One. You couldn't even do that. So when it's time to show up, you know.
Meaning without Chris Paul.
Without Chris Paul.
Okay, now I will say this in James Harden's defense.
Oh, here we go.
And no, I'm not here to advocate. I'm not.
Timberlake, man.
I wish I had me a flag.
Come on.
Where are the flags? Jeez, we definitely need that with this
cuts.
crew. But okay, this past year, let's reflect on this season's playoffs. Okay. When Embiid was out, because he was out for, was it 2 games? Mm-hmm. Or maybe was it just 1 game?
I think it was 2, maybe more than that.
But I think
being honest,
they won at least 1 of 2.
They won 1 of 2.
And he put up like 40-something points.
Okay,
and they won the game.
And
so he stepped up, and it's been, this narrative that he does not shine in the playoffs.
He doesn't.
But he was showing us differently.
How many years has he been in the league?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
13.
But he's 30-something. He's 30-something years old. So
146 point game gets you the bag. And
but I mean, okay, let's not act like we haven't had analysts and talking heads crown him one, if not the greatest offensive player of all time.
Stop.
No, they were saying that.
At one point.
They did. They were saying that.
They on crack.
That was a talking point.
They all need to be on drug tests. I mean, come on now.
And I understand. I mean, we live in this microwave society. People are prisoners of the moment. It's easy to like lean into that. Like I get it, but let's not forget that he was a big deal. He is a two-time MVP, right? If I'm not mistaken.
When you was in
Houston. When he was in Houston.
The moment has passed, so silent. It's time to move on.
I mean, and I am playing devil's advocate for the most part here, because as a fan, like, to me, the conversation beyond like what happens with James Harden, because I think we all just kind of look at the James Harden news and we're like, it's kind of like, as much as I love Kyrie, But if I look up and I see that there's an issue in Dallas, I'm gonna be like,
it's Kyrie.
yeah, okay. I mean, that's about right. Yeah. Okay, that's probably true. So yeah, it was growing tired. I'm growing weary of this. James, this is what he does, right? So I get all of that, but let's just not act like that step back wasn't something that's like.
Okay.
Again,
Okay. Wait.
Go ahead.
So when you say the setback, I'm gonna ask a series of questions.
Okay.
When you're on the Lakers, we say just go back to last year. If we're on the Lakers, who are you gonna talk to team wise when it comes down to any decision that needs to be made?
LeBron.
Okay. What about the Bucks?
Giannis.
Okay. What about Golden State?
Curry.
What about the 76ers?
Embiid.
Who the hell is Harden?
I mean,
it doesn't matter what you think.
But I don't think.
Come on.
But just because you're a star doesn't mean you're a leader.
It doesn't. But he is not in that pecking order anymore. He doesn't get to call those shots.
He needs to basically know his
your
role.
You just said Kyrie. Kyrie knows his role in Dallas right now. It is a pecking order. It goes Luka, Kyrie, and the 76ers. It goes Embiid. Because you don't even want to play for him anymore.
That's it. I mean,
okay. So this kind of like brings up. I mean, obviously, like basketball season seems to go all year long. There's always trades happening, free agency, the CBA. So there's been a lot of player empowerment. Where do we start like drawing the line between like player empowerment, giving the players what they deserve because they are the league? That's why we tune in, and being like, you know what, you're acting a little spoiled here. We can't let you get your way all the time.
Before I answer that, I'm gonna go back to your 46-point Harden comment. If memory serves me correctly, it was Maxey that won that game for y'all in Philadelphia.
Yeah, like 30.
I don't know what y'all means, but
he was the talk of the team of that night.
I love Maxey.
And if we're being real, we can take that 250 or close to 300 that we want to give James, slide 50 to Maxey. Let Harden go somewhere else and get a couple more players, because honestly, he hasn't lived up to the hype since he's been in Philadelphia. That's why Embiid is tired of his stuff. He's tired of him. Hey dude, either you gonna show up, perform, help me get to the next level, because honestly, I can do this by myself. If we're gonna be real about it. Now, to go to your question, it's entitlement, man. So where do we draw the line? Honestly, I'm not gonna say shut up and dribble, because this is a players' league at this point. But at the same time, if I'm Morey, I'm gonna say, look, dude, I paid you in Houston, I paid you in Philly. Now, at what point
are you gonna pay me back?
Come on,
because I'm supposed to get a ring.
Come on, because at this point now, both our butts on the line. We're both being held accountable for this BS. Because look, you're showing up out of shape. You think that's cute. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and put you on a little incentive plan. I'm gonna tax your ass every chance I get. You're 20 pounds overweight, 20,000. You don't want to show up, 5,000. I'm a nickel and dime you every chance I get.
Who else did they do that to? They didn't do it to Zion, but did they do it to Zion?
Same thing with Zion. Same thing. I'm a nickel and dime you. You want to get paid? I'm gonna pay you. But guess what? Every Tuesday, like in the NFL.
But at the time, I think that he signed, like, they weren't in that position to start.
I'm a nickel and dime you. You don't want to do the press conference? 10,000.
Oh, you want to have a birthday?
5,000. 5,000. Yeah. Hey, you're older.
You're older now. Like
what they said, the Jay-Z song, "Fuck you, pay me." You want to come to practice? Forget you, pay me.
I mean, I think
you got a stubbed toe. Forget you, pay me.
I mean, I think we're all growing a little, like I said, weary of this, continuing thing with him, Kyrie. I would hate to see KD, hopefully.
He show up.
I need it. Yeah.
KD shows up.
Yeah, but that's true. Yeah. Toe on the line. That's
Chris Paul shows up. We ain't talking about him no more.
Yeah.
Come on.
They are
but he was the problem in Houston.
I never said that. I never said that, for the record. All right. Shifting gears, we're going to touch on a topic that has been in the heart of many memes this week. I think we can all appreciate them, though, especially the Tupac one. It was so funny. It caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. But I don't think anything really catches us off guard about the Jada Pinkett, Will Smith saga drama, and she just dropped a book. So, people are like, just be quiet. Well, she's promoting a book, so she's clearly not going to be quiet. So, I'll defer to you fellas because it's been so dramatic and polarizing as these issues of women and men are on social media. I'm going to go ahead and defer to you since apparently Jada's already messed it up for all us.
I'm gonna start this one off with the if I could quote the great poet Christopher Biggie Smalls Wallace, where he says, "Why blow up my spot because we both got caught?" Okay, so look here, Jada. Whatever you and Will, whatever agreement y'all have in y'all's marriage, relationship, whatever the contract says, look, you got to keep all that down. You got to pipe all that down. You really do. Whatever y'all do behind closed doors, that's y'all's business. And I'm going to just ask you, bro, is Jada Will's beard? I mean, and if she is, fine. Own it. If that makes you happy, cool. But look here, all these appearances you talking about on All the Smoke, when they brought up Tupac's name, man, I could have sworn she got the last cup of Kool-Aid as big as her smile was. I mean, she showed all 32.
Willow Smith made that statement or something like, I wish Tupac would just come back so my mom could be happy.
Facts! I mean, come on. Your child is saying, I'm tired of hearing this crap. Because all you're doing is, you excuse my French, you're shitting on Will. And as many chicks as Will has and men that he has on the side, no one has come out and talked about his dirt. But you got August making the entanglement song. He doing interviews. Broke up the friendship between he and Jaden. I mean, come on now. Come on, Jada. Chill out. Pipe it down.
That's her soulmate.
Who, Pac?
Gotta be.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you don't gotta be with, that's her soulmate.
Yeah.
And that's why she gets all giddy. You know what I'm saying? When she hears his name.
But I think, like, looking in hindsight, it's easy to romanticize things that, especially, like, they spend some time together, like, huh?
You're doing interviews. You're on Good Morning America.
But I mean, like, think about it. Like, she had a limited time. I mean, I guess they went to school together, right?
High school.
So, okay, but you're a kid. Like, so you've had these, like, golden years, I guess you could call it, not golden years, like fun years with somebody, and then everything's fun. Like, y'all are both, like, famous, and you're young, and then he tragically gets murdered, so it's romanticized in her mind, so she can't get that idea out of her mind. It's like, I think that it's just being overplayed in her mind.
Then she comes back and says, but we never slept together. Well, damn. Excuse me, again, I know we're going to get fined, but was the imaginary dick that good that you still fantasize it? Years later?
That might be our first obscenity. So
I mean, it's our third one. It's our third one.
It's our third one. Okay.
But, I mean, seriously, was it that good that you supposedly didn't have? But you still gleaming, glossing.
Yeah, because she could still, like, make this story in her head about what she thought it would be like once they get there. It's always better, like, when it builds up to it, and then, like, maybe it is or maybe it isn't. But
no, throw the flag.
No,
I'm not imaginary thinking about anything 20 years ago. I can't even remember 20 years ago, let alone think about something imaginary.
And then you were in high school. Come on, dog.
True.
I mean,
no, what she's thinking about is the fact. Like, it is a flashback. Oh.
So you're calling cap.
I'm calling cap.
So Okay, so you think that they did?
Yeah.
Well, what would be her motivation to say that they didn't then?
She wrote a book.
I was with Will.
Oh.
But
But I thought she was with Tupac before Will.
Yeah.
But then she didn't have sex with Tupac too. Come on now.
Come on.
Which one makes
Yeah.
sense?
We got a fact check.
Neither one of them. You had sex with
I
her.
mean, I loved
Yeah.
Will. I loved Will when
He's
I
the
was
man.
younger.
That's why I'm pissed off at her. We are talking
But-
about Wild Wild West, y'all.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West.
He gave
Men
us
in
Let's Get
Black.
Jiggy.
Let's get
I
jiggy.
mean, out of all,
Nah.
Come on, now. Just
out of
me
all
and
the
you.
references
I
you could
mean,
make, Ali,
World's
7,
greatest.
what was it? 7, was it
7
7
pounds.
7 pounds.
Yeah.
Come on, pursuit of
Like-
happiness.
Come on, the pursuit of happiness.
on.
You're a good daddy.
Greatness.
You're a good
But
daddy.
the first thing that came to your mind was Wild Wild West.
Wild West.
and
Yeah.
Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. Yeah, you don't want nada. None of this. It's none of this. For the running this. Come on, Will Smith.
Yeah.
I would have even accepted like Bad Boys, like something like that. But
No.
Wild Wild West,
Wild Wild
is,
West.
No.
Cisco.
that's a
Yeah.
wild, wild take right there. Is
Cisco.
what that
That's
is.
what we doing.
So now I think, first of all, she is promoting a book, but it wouldn't continue being relevant if people on social media weren't making it have traction like that. Like, she would probably shut up and sit down if people weren't giving her attention about it. So she
Look,
keeps
yeah.
doing it. It's like milking. Like, she's gonna keep milking it.
All she has to do is put out the best of the Red Table Talk DVDs and let that go viral. I mean, because shit, just play the Will Smith interview over and over again instead of the book. That had way more traction.
And I've been on the fence about it. At first I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. Like I said, I know how to sit down and shut up. Like, I consider myself a very submissive woman, but it's I also have to think something else is going on.
Yeah.
What you said.
The snapper. She got that red snapper, and Will was like, damn, I can't.
Well,
take
I was
it.
gonna say the beard thing. Like,
Yeah,
they have some kind of like
They have an
agreement.
arrangement.
There's been the Dwayne, what's his name?
Dwayne Morey.
You know, there were always like those types of
That's his
like
boyfriend.
like
So they say.
rumors and stuff. So I don't pretend to know that I know what's going on with these Hollywood people. Like I said, I'll mind my
Here's
business.
the thing. If that's what makes you happy, do it.
Yeah.
Own it.
I don't-
You just own it. But at the same time, I slapped Chris Rock on live TV, primetime TV,
Okay.
and jacked up my career. You know, hoping to have a Tupac moment to win you over.
Tupac
You took my
moment.
point.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You took my point. When's the last time Will had a movie?
Come
Probably
on.
just recent, like, right?
Yeah.
When the last time Jada had a movie? Wrong. She's had 5. She had the Red Table. She's had the Entanglement. She's had the Slap in the Face. She's had Tupac.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
had 4 movies in the past 4 years that have surpassed every last one of Will's movies. The woman is smart. She's freaking smart. Best damn sellers, movies, books. Trump and Will. I'm mad at her. She's
My guy
amazing.
said she had a high 5.
Come on.
All right. Now that we've addressed the low-hanging fruit of this continuing saga,
Tubi. Tubi ready.
She on Amazon Prime right now.
hey, not too much on Amazon Prime. I'm full with Amazon Prime.
I love it.
I'm ready for Bosch to come back on. I think he comes back this weekend. Okay, so
Tubi Red.
switching gears back to sports, but still drama. Our producer, director, our jack of all trades here was texting us right after our show last week because of Jerry Jeudy incident where Steve Smith Sr. went off on camera about how he tried to talk to Jerry Jeudy because he'd often been critical of him, and Jerry Jeudy was not receptive of his, I guess, apology or trying to like make amends with him. And and Steve Smith Sr. decided to air that on the air. And so,
however, a short while ago, Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy was walking by, and Steve called out to him, and he got a different reaction.
I called out to him because on my podcast, Cut To It, I just talked about guys that maybe have not showed up in a way or in a manner. And so the word that I've used to describe him in the past was a jag, just a guy. And so when I saw him, he's playing well. I wanted to say to him face to face, like, hey, I know I said some things in the past I probably shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say to him. His response, Mike Robb and Bucky, was ninja.
Ninja?
Yes, I'm using the word ninja. I'm just using the word ninja. I don't mess with you. And it was a curse word. And so I was like, all right. And then he repeated it. So I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver that used a first-round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple of years since they drafted you. So if you ever got a problem with Agent 89, I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on, and when teams call me and ask him, should they trade for you? Constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He could be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3. Go back into the studio. I'm done now. Thank you.
So, what do we kind of like make of this interaction? Like, are you choosing sides? Like, who do you identify more with on this?
In this particular situation, it really comes down to who said it. Steve Smith said it. He's roughly top 10 receivers ever in the league. Therefore, if he's saying something about another person in that category, he probably has a right to say so. Now, on Steve's defense, he's not saying it because he don't want the guy to do better. Right. More so, Steve is a shit talker. Yeah. I'm gonna talk shit because I want you to do better. Yeah. I want you to do that.
Like a big brother type.
Like a big brother.
Yeah.
So he came at him more so like a man, like, okay, tell me your side of the story so I can be on your side. So I can't side with Jerry Jeudy because of the person who said it. If it was Stephen A. Smith,
come on, talk on.
Get mad. Come on. Stephen A. ain't played no game.
Talk about it.
But Steve has.
Okay, but you just referenced him as like a big brother type. Wouldn't a big brother take somebody to the side rather than airing it like so openly?
No.
That?
No. Big brother's gonna stomp you on the ground and beat you and beat you and beat you until you win.
Here's my thing.
I don't want that type of big brother.
Playmaker critiques all the wide receivers, all of them, good, bad, indifferent. He critiques all of them. So
you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a little Shaquille O'Neal with NBA big
I'm just saying. Real talk. I mean, so does Shannon Sharp. So here's my thing. Don't get mad at me because my career was so phenomenal that I was able to transition into sports TV as an analyst, because that's why they pay. That's why they hired me to break down wide receivers, tight ends, whatever the case may be, because of my specialty.
Okay, Lynn. Okay, I hear you. But then why would he even approach him to make an apology if this is just his job and he's just doing his job?
Great question, because apparently word got back to Steve saying that Jeudy's in his feelings. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a damn if you're in your feelings, because you make X amount of millions to do your job. Mm-hmm. You don't want me to talk bad about you? Or better yet, when has an athlete called the radio station or NFL network and say, hey, Blue, man, I appreciate all the love you gave me, man. I didn't deserve all that love, bro. Oh, man, you doing too much, Blue. Stop it.
Well, we don't know.
Stop
we don't
it.
know. Maybe there are those type of relationships.
No.
Okay, LeBron's probably definitely, reaching out to Shannon Sharp and saying, hey,
he earned that.
I appreciate you.
He earned that.
They have Cigar Fridays every other Friday. What do you mean?
Let me ask you this. Two questions. What college did Jeudy come out of?
Alabama, right?
Alabama. So you mean to tell me Nick Saban never got on your ass?
I can't believe anything now.
I mean, no, seriously. You mean to tell me Nick never got on you about something? And you cried? But now, but
it's a tough one.
You let Uncle Nick get on your ass about something, but a receiver who's a Hall of Famer, who's played your position at a smaller school, but played on the bigger stage in the Super Bowl, get on you and you want to cry? What have you done since you've been in the league, Jeudy? Since you've been in Denver, what have you done?
See, he has to take the Michael B. Jordan aspect of this.
Come on.
When Michael B. Jordan got talked down on because he used to get picked on because he had big lips and he was corny, when he was met across that same reporter, he let her ass have it.
Yeah.
Because he was better than her. But
Yeah.
Jeudy, you are yet to be better than Steve right now, bro. Ever. So you cannot take that same stance.
And if we're gonna be real about it, Jeudy, because you look like you want to do something on the sideline.
So
He was ready to fight.
I mean, you don't want Uncle Steve. You don't want
I'm trying
Uncle
to
Steve.
find-
Uncle
I
Steve will whoop
read-
your ass.
I read earlier because he finally did come out and make a statement about the incident, okay? And basically, and it was reported through some Mike Cleese reported
Fake
some
news.
tweets that, you know,
That's Judy's homeboy.
he said that if you are like that, you know, talking to the people, that keep that same energy basically in person.
No. See,
you got a whole
However,
you got a whole helmet in your head.
Yeah, come
and
on,
you gonna
Doc.
tell me to keep
He
something?
said,
come on, man.
but he also said that he wasn't aware that what was coming was like an apology. So he blew him off partially because he didn't know it was an apology.
Steve started out saying,
like,
hey,
a conversation.
I want to apologize for some of the things I said on national TV. And if I offended you, I'm sorry. So man to man,
That's like him bowing down.
I mean, come on.
Okay, but if you're saying that Jerry Jeudy isn't all these things, I still don't understand why he would feel the need to even apologize to him. That's what I'm saying. Something's not adding up.
Here's the thing: these children, and I said it, these children feel entitled.
These babies.
They feel entitled because again, this isn't the same
But I'm talking
NFL.
about Steve Smith here.
Again,
You're
yeah.
talking about Steve Smith because he apologized.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Because Jeudy felt
It
entitled.
ain't had shit to do with Jeudy. Excuse my
Why
language.
would he even cater to that if he's so old?
because this NFL Network said, do you want this $100,000 for this one interview?
Yep.
You better make it right and have this interview if you still want your job. Steve said, you know what?
I
got it.
Yeah.
And then when he got embarrassed, he said, you know what? I still got it.
The speculation here is just.
Let's be real.
It's just through the roof.
Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you point blank. I'm going to ask you the same thing. Is Jeudy a top 10 receiver right now? Is he a top 10 receiver?
mean,
3 receptions for 50 yards is not top 10.
Come on.
It's not.
Come on.
Exactly. So, which begs the question that I've just been asking.
I hear you.
Why would Steve Smith want to go apologize to him if he's not
NFL Network
even
said, look here.
It's the hype.
We in Denver tonight.
The best player on Denver.
The math is not mathing
It's
for
3
me.
for 50.
The math is not mathing.
You better make it right.
It's not.
You better make it right.
It's not. You got a coach who's 1-4. You got a quarterback who's 1-4. You got a receiver who's 3.
Okay,
but
let's at the core of this though is kind of this position between members of the media and athletes. Like obviously the media, they have to report on things. Like they have to, whether you have a good night or bad night, they have to report on it. They are paid to give their critiques and so forth. So where is the line between it looking like, okay, this is just like we're talking about this, we have to talk about this, and like a personal vendetta, which seems like this is what this has turned into.
I'll answer that by saying this: if I'm a receiver or if I'm an NFL player and a Hall of Famer that played my position critiques me, I'm gonna say, you know what, I can receive that because that's coming from someone who's been in my cliques, who played my position, who played it very well, and has the highest honor as being an NFL Hall of Famer. So at the same time, why am I going to get mad? Because sometimes they say the truth hurts, and it's the truth. You are just an average guy.
You said it earlier with being babies.
Come on.
I mean,
so you shot at Alabama. You got praised at Alabama. Therefore, you got paid as a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. So we paid you based on your potential, or what you did in college. That hasn't transitioned in the NFL. Now maybe it could be the scheme that the team is running, but hell, you're on your third coach. Right. So at some point, I can't say it's the coach because hell, if you get open, I'm gonna throw you the ball. You know, so 3 for 56. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask again. What have you done?
What's wrong with constructive criticism?
What's wrong with it? I'll wait.
I mean, but I'm saying there's obviously a lot of instances of, like, we know when they interviewed KD on, like, Inside the NBA, like, he doesn't fool with Chuck. Like, he doesn't want to talk to him. So obviously there's something going on there. I know that Shaq is pretty much critical of, like, any center that isn't him.
Yeah.
Like Dwight Howard, he's like famously critical of, and even though they played the same position, they're not the same person. They're not the same player.
Right.
So is that like, where does it become like constructive criticism and just like picking on somebody for views?
Well, first off, the two people that you just named, KD and Dwight, they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
They're Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Steve Smith is a Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is. He has.
So
Jerry Jeudy is not.
So people that are really good can
have a say so. Dwight Howard can say, I won the slam dunk competition. I was a defensive 2-time player of the year. KD can say, I've won 3 championships. I was the MVP of these championships. Jerry Jeudy can say, I was 3 for 50.
on a good night.
On a great night.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like it's kind of like a fine line where when it comes to media talking about athletes. And
who would you receive it more from, Stephen A. or Shannon Sharpe?
I mean, obviously we're gonna give more respect to Shannon Sharpe's
opinions
because he played.
Right. So why can't you give me the same grace? I played. I'm a Hall of Famer. I played your position. I played your position well. So you can't give me that same grace, because if I come at you, no matter if I did it on TV, behind closed doors, at a bar, at the massage parlor, if I came to you and critiqued you on your performance, you know what? Honestly, hey, big bro, I appreciate that. You know what? Better yet, if you got some time, can we go ahead and watch some film together, break this down? Help me get to the next level, because I want the gold jacket too. So you've been there, you've done it. Help me get there. Humble yourself, Jeudy. Humble. Be humble.
Okay, so let's say that the person in media is me.
Okay.
It's Stephen A. Smith. It's Max Kellerman.
Can't receive it. Won't receive it.
Yeah, I'll laugh.
Yeah.
It will go over my head.
Right.
It will not bother me.
So the beef will be more warranted, given.
Right. It's justifiable at that point. Now you can say, Ninja, I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
That's when you can say that. But
like,
dude,
you have nothing to back up.
But what if he has the same opinion as Steve Smith?
Ninja, I don't F with you. You ain't play. You don't go across the middle. You don't run a slant, a post, a dig, or hitch. I can't receive it. You know, but if Steve Smith, man, undersized receiver, play at a small school, proved himself, you know, shine in the Super Bowl, I got to receive it.
And again, to play devil's advocate, as I often do, a lot of comments that I was seeing were about a time and a place, and a lot of people felt like maybe he shouldn't have just aired that. He shouldn't have tried to talk to him at that time around the game, and then he shouldn't have aired that on TV. You have no criticism for that?
No.
Or is it just...
No. If anything, if you took it negative, you should have had 4 catches for 72 yards.
because that was still his best game.
That's
that was still his best game.
Like, so, and if it didn't bother you, you should have had your 3 for the 50.
Yep.
It does not matter.
Yeah.
Colorado they were winning 21-17 this week at halftime.
29-0.
A player, coach, came in and called everybody hot garbage.
Yep.
Hot garbage.
And it was the truth.
If I call you hot garbage right now, are you going to be mad at me? Are you going to accept my hot garbageness? No, you're not. You're going to be like, Ray, fuck you.
Yep.
But because it came from prime time.
I'll probably cry.
So I'm saying, somebody who played, they took that constructive criticism and they went and they scored 28
But is that really
points.
constructive criticism?
They were playing like hot garbage.
Calling me garbage is like not telling me, hey, like, when you were doing this, you could have been doing this.
You know, and see that right there, that's the problem. That's the mentality of these babies. You know, they want to be cuddled, smacked on the ass a little bit. Oh, it's okay. No. I mean, so some of my best coaches. Hey man, you sorry.
You sucking right
You're
now,
horrible.
bro.
You getting your ass handed to you.
My DB coach.
Come on.
And everybody in Wake Up probably know this. If he turn around, Coach Snell and say, "Man, that secondary back there chilling." Come
okay,
on.
well then,
We back there solid. We sucking.
To drill down further into that, has the days of our tough love phased out to where they have to approach these kids in a different way?
Yeah, it has, because you know why? When we started handing out participation trophies, because little Tommy's mom got mad because little Tommy showed up for every game, you know,
every practice,
and because he didn't play, it's
snacks.
a problem. Yeah. Snack mom, Tommy, your mama make a hell of a raisin cake. That's what you do. Bring the raisin cake.
He better get his 50% time in the game.
Is that a white people joke? No.
That's a soccer mom joke.
Tommy's mom brought that raisin cake.
Raisin cake. But no, seriously, that's the problem.
Guess surprise, it's raisins in the
potato salad.
It's a raisin.
So here's
raisins for
the
everybody.
thing. I can recall same thing. My Coach Martinez, Jerry Martinez, loving to death. Crazy as hell, loving to death. Psychotic as fuck, but I love him. I don't know why, but I love him. Same thing. I remember playoffs. Dude's mom and dad was walking over the little bridge. Hey, coach, blah, 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 blah. He said, hey, man, see your parents? Wave to them.
That's the last.
Because that's the only time they'll see your ass touch this field.
I was actually so caught off guard. I went to my nephew's game. He plays for actually a military JUCO in New Mexico. Mm-hmm. And he was playing at Blinn, and I went like a month ago. And he plays defense. He came back. He sat. They effed up. Mm-hmm. And I took a video because I was so shocked that he was just berating these kids. Like it was just F. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Like, but to me, and I understand I am raising a Gen Zer. You know, I get it. Maybe I guess I'm soft too. But I was like, that's not constructive. I mean, maybe instilling the fear that, like, but I don't think these kids are afraid of anything.
Glenn is
they out here listening to Sexyy Red, y'all.
Oh, here we go.
And that's
here we go.
They don't care about nothing.
Here we
they
go.
don't care about nothing.
And that's the problem.
That was a good segue, though, huh?
That was
a
great segue.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's what's wrong with these kids. Because you said it best. That's what's wrong with these kids. They're kids,
sexy,
and they have nothing to fear. They fear nothing. So if that's the case, why are you here? Because I want someone. I played my best when my coach said you suck. You play like shit.
Yeah.
You know why are you even on the field? You know. So now I walk away saying,
I need to prove it. I need to let you know.
I can't wait to get to practice
I feel like
tomorrow.
there's a conversation for trying to figure out what reaches these kids, but ultimately I think at the end of the day, like, you have to be self-motivated more than anything. So, like, you know, some kids some kids don't. But as I just brought up, and we will touch on now, Sexyy Red, which I posted a little of our BTS stuff last week that you know, we were discussing Sexyy Red.
For the people that don't understand what BTS means.
Oh, behind the scenes stuff.
Thank you.
And we were discussing Sexyy Red, and this has actually been like an ongoing conversation. This topic has been a long time coming, because, truth be told, like, this is probably one of the last things that I want to talk about. But it's been such a topic between us every week that we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Sexyy Red, and in the capacity of not only her impact, I guess, on music right now, but also we're going to talk a little bit like body image and so forth as well, because that's what we were debating last week. But overall, okay, Sexyy Red, not so sexy.
She's made Not Sexy.
Oh.
She's made Not Sexy.
Actually, that is
Like
a very
seriously.
profound statement.
No fake ass.
I am here for this.
No
Please.
fake tits.
Okay.
No fake teeth.
Okay.
No fake makeup.
Yeah.
Fake wig.
She got a fake wig.
Here I am.
You
The
like
average person that you're going to see in the hood. Dressed up, ready to go out on Friday.
Shakita.
Sexy Red. That's the option.
Charlamagne.
That's the option.
Shanice.
And she's doing a great job at it. She don't shake her ass, she shake the corner of it. You see the corner of her ass. She don't turn and put her ass in the camera.
Well, she
the
does
corner.
go sideways.
That's what I'm saying. That's all you gonna get.
Corn. Okay, straight corn.
What's Cardi? Megan?
So she's
That's
like, so essentially, she's like the working man's, like, Cardi B or something. She's like the working man's
Yes.
Trina.
Yes.
I get it. You know what?
And I'm not
I kind
mad.
of rock with that too.
I'm
actually,
not mad at her.
like the poor man's version of
Like this
these
is what's
bigger
hot
stars.
in the street reality.
Well, you know what? I ain't that poor shit. Okay, I would just say,
Lamp said, "I ain't that poor."
I like a little cornbread. You know, I mean, I want to feel some cheeks.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's not cheek status.
Cheeks.
That's not cheeks.
Cheeks. Is that the first time we've said
That's
cheeks?
this
so far?
season.
This season.
Cheeks.
That's the first time.
Cheeks.
That is not cheeks
back.
22 status, baby. You know, I mean, it's all good. I mean, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, okay, maybe 4. Cool. That's not prime time action. That's not something. That's like, hey, Blue, you saw a girl I came up in there with? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, but because our original conversation, we actually this what I messed it. Was it I messed it up one week? Anyhow, we were going to talk about like her impact on like music, and you know, there's so many people that get amnesia and they're like,
she's Jay's favorite rapper right now.
She really is. But don't act brand new now, like you did just have that on in the studio last week.
Bumping.
I didn't even know all the songs.
Yeah.
All I knew was Booty Hole Brown and
Come on, that boy Jay
Like,
got all
he knew all
hyped
that
up.
stuff.
He said, man, listen to the track again.
India's gonna be so mad at me for saying that on camera. But
Booty Hole Brown.
but let's think about it.
Look here.
Like Jay was over there trying to say, and Jay's our producer, by the way. There's another name he wants me to call him, but I will not call him that. You're not going to cancel me. I will not say it. But he was like having a conversation about her being an industry plant and all these things. And then of course there's the other conversation by like us, I think the geriatric millennials, which is what I consider myself, and like, you know, maybe people like Lamp's age as well. That kind of, yeah, we all old, honestly, compared to these Gen Zers. Yeah, we old.
I am that old man.
It's like,
get off my lawn.
There's amnesia about these raunchy lyrics that have been out for years.
Ghetto Twins.
And years. Let's go down the list.
Ooh. The Ghetto Twins. If you want to get raunchy and people in Fifth Ward and Acres Home and the Southwest, the SWAT, y'all know the Ghetto Twins. Oh my God. My God.
I actually don't know.
They make Megan, they make Sexyy Red look like nuns.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean there was
Throwing
Trina,
degrees and
there
shaking
was
my
Lil
dreads.
Kim, that made a whole song about men going down before that was even like in style.
Neck, my back.
You had put some
Yes,
respect on Lil Kim.
yeah, you had
Lil'
Kia
Kim,
with my
yeah.
neck, my back, my
Yeah.
like before that was even really a thing. And lest we not forget their male counterparts, which made even raunchier lyrics, like let's not forget.
To the window.
To the wall.
To the wall.
Too short? Too short, y'all?
Skeet.
3-6 Mafia, y'all.
What's my favorite
Come
name?
on.
Yeah.
We all of a sudden get this amnesia, like this is the worst stuff that we've ever heard. It's not. It's
No, it's
freaking
It's not. I
not
agree.
the worst.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
So why is she getting so much criticism? Is it this
because
just
of her
like
appearance?
Because she has no booty.
No, yeah. there you go.
That's it.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I'm going to say it.
y'all?
I'm going to say
Y'all.
it. She has no booty.
Y'all.
I didn't say
And
it.
you know what? Honestly,
I
if she didn't wear the snuggies, the triple X small shorts, you know, to try to show that she has some ass, I probably wouldn't be so hard on her. But hey, if you don't have no ass, don't show it. You know, come on now.
You accentuate the other parts. Of
Yeah. Like he
feel
said, like Blue said, show your corner.
Yeah, show the corner.
Show your
Show
corner.
the waist.
Yeah.
The rib cage.
Yeah.
But why does that have any like real impact on the music she makes? Because let's think about, there are other female
I bet
artists
her
out
Uggs
that
smell.
haven't got their bodies done or aren't naturally like, you know, curvy and like this, you know, figure of what women are supposed to look like now. And nobody criticizes them. Like, nobody's out here criticizing Janae Aiko or
Hey,
like
she's sexy though.
Because her voice is amazing.
It is. Pussy
Okay.
You
fairy.
put her behind a wall and you just let her sing.
Ooh.
It don't matter what she looks like.
Pea
She
fairy
goes.
on the
She
way.
sounds what she looks
She
like.
does. She does.
And she slayed like a pencil.
I mean, I'm looking
No, she's
at,
sexy, bro. I don't care what you say,
From
Jay.
here up, well, hey,
She's
she's
sexy.
sexy as hell.
She's
from, like,
sexy.
I mean,
Jack.
I
Here
will
up.
say that she
Come
can
on.
probably wear like more flattering garments.
Who?
Sexy Red.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Janae. I want to say, girl,
No.
get out of here.
No, and I
Child,
think
please.
everybody has their okay. I just typed in Sexy Red and like a lot of other stuff came up.
Come on.
But
Looks like she's wearing the same thing in every last one of those pictures.
I mean, she got glasses.
She got 10
She's
outfits.
here for the
The same.
eyesight impaired. Like, I mean,
I
she
bet her
needs-
Uggs smell.
But we be on
I
point.
think all Uggs smell like, for
I
the
don't
record.
know.
We
Abs
are
be
about to
on
be in
point.
Ugg season, even here in Houston.
Swag be on point. Like, come on. Like, she's a hood nigga's dream. Excuse my language.
She raunchy.
She's right. There we go. Hood
Oh.
nigga's dream.
Yeah. I mean, she don't.
Tatted up.
She look like she had her
cleavage.
breast. She look like she had her breast done.
Stomach eye.
She had her titties done.
Weave on point.
She not
And
that.
you know what? And you know what? See, that go the corner
Tats.
right there.
There you go.
That
There's
go the
the
corner
corner.
right there. That's the corner.
That's the winner.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the
I
winning
like
shot.
that. I
That's
like that.
That's the winning shot.
But you know what? Now that I look at her,
Hood nigga's dream. She cold. She ain't bad, bro.
I just want to give her a bath.
Oh God.
I just want to give her a bath. Yeah.
What we
Yeah. Come here, baby.
I
Come here,
definitely
baby.
I don't feel like
Let
Sexy
Uncle-
Red
let
is
Uncle
out here
bathe
doing
you.
anything different.
Let Uncle bathe you. Come here, baby.
She's
Yeah.
not out here doing anything different than what we listen, like making music any different than what we listened to growing up.
I don't know, cause I listen to
Genuinely,
the Clark sisters growing
I'm
up.
well, I listen to Slob by my knob, like
Oh, wow.
porn.
Oh wow, like corn on the cob, huh? Oh wow.
That's a classic, first of all.
That is.
But I
In the bed.
I definitely am not a fan, and I'm not saying that because I'm old now. But I'm not. I'm just not.
Okay, I got it. Watch
I'm
this.
not
Watch
a
this.
fan.
Go ahead,
Watch
go
this.
ahead, go get it.
Last one. So what you think about Sexy Red and Drake new song? And that'd be my last question.
Ooh.
Actually, that is.
So what you think about? Hey, cause
First of all,
Ooh,
I am a
great
Drake.
question.
I am a Drake stan, and first of all, it's
Ooh,
not really
great
like
question.
Daddy Day
It's not
Care or
really.
something? What is
It's
the
not
name of
really
it?
a.
Daddy Day Care.
Yeah.
It's not really
Yeah.
like a true collaboration. It's more of like a sample.
Mhm.
Like she's just.
That
kinda
wasn't
like,
the question. What do you
And
think
it was
of
like
the song?
about like the New Orleans feel like.
You know how we feel
You
about
know-
Drake. You know I'm on your ride with Drake. I need to know.
No, I'm a ride or die Drake.
So I
This
need
is
to
not,
know what
this
you
is not
feel.
my favorite album.
Okay.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
However, I actually don't mind that song as much
Yeah.
because it's catchy.
Okay. Well then.
It's catchy, but I mean, I'm not a Sexy Red fan. I just think that the criticism that she's gleaned has been unjust, and I feel like some of that. Speaking of, as I looked it up, if that's even that girl, the real criticism needs to go to that old
Krishan.
her.
Oh, leave
Who was
Krishan.
her?
Who was
Krishan
her?
Rock, baby.
The people put this, you know, are like infatuated with these crazy famous people, and clearly her and Blueface have been on drugs and everything. She out here with the tooth popped out and this and that. And the baby came out, and she just be out here toothless. And you know, my daughter always tries to tell me, you know, oh well, she ran track and she did this and that. Well, she don't no more. She does drugs and she talks stupid, and her baby suffered the consequences because the baby has like a problem.
Oh really?
Yes, something's wrong with the baby.
I didn't know that. I know
and
that
people are glorifying. I'm like, I
got it out for you, Daddy.
Oh,
all I had to do was screw it.
Oh man,
Jay wrong for that. Our producer's wrong for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I don't know, like
all
where
I had
this
to do
weird
was unscrew.
You gotta go out and get on
toothless.
Tubi.
I mean, I could see if it was more teeth out. I could see because I know where y'all would be going with that. But one tooth out, I don't know.
Like she got a replacement, but people know her without the tooth.
Yeah.
People know her without the tooth, so she rock without the tooth.
Get a little gum action.
It's horrible, man.
Little gum action.
I want some of her money.
But it's only one tooth. You can't even get to the gum action.
Yeah.
But like she obviously got caught up with this guy.
She look a little touched.
She got them hands.
No, she definitely is. I would say so. But the baby really has problems, and people are making light of that stuff. I'm like, her and the dude were up here doing drugs.
You know what?
And she's pregnant, and she probably doing that stuff, and then has all this weird drama and stress. Of course, the baby gonna come out messed up.
She definitely had she had 9 months of stress with that baby.
Well, I'm gonna say, well,
I'm like, that's what I had an issue with.
I think in that example, Holly, we're giving too much credit to her, and I say that because when are we gonna hold Blueface accountable? Because he added to those issues, which impacted that child's lifestyle at this point.
Yeah, no, he's definitely garbage. He's
like,
definitely trash.
Garbage.
He didn't want her.
Hot garbage.
He was with her for the fame.
Oh, that boy said Tubi.
But yeah, if you
Tubi.
go catch Tubi, it'll be a Krishan Rock Blueface special coming in December. You heard it here first.
BFI.
Waste management.
Come on. BFI. Blueface.
All right. I think that's about all I could take of the of that topic. So, all right. Well, that wraps up our table discussion, and I think
great table talk.
Great table.
All right, y'all. Welcome to my classroom. We are here in Blue's classroom. Today we will be teaching you Blue arithmetic. Yes, my colleagues, excuse my language, my colleagues always want to know why I'm right, why I pick every pick right, why I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan and a LeBron fan. All of that, we're going to explain to them all of the statistics and the probabilities that I use for myself to be a winner. Are you guys ready? This is going to be a very simple game.
What were your picks last?
Today we were in class for Blue arithmetic. We'll worry about picks next week. All right. So this first one, very close to me. That's the only clue that I'm giving you guys. This is going to
Dallas.
All right. What is the square root of a goat mixed with magic minus tears raised to the square root of the lioness X? What is the answer of the goat plus magic minus any kind of crying or tears, because we don't do that, raised to the lioness square root of an X?
Let's say Deion Sanders.
You said no tears, right?
No tears. We don't.
No tears.
Coach Prime. Yeah, Coach Prime in Colorado.
Who would you guess? What is the solution?
No tears.
No tears. No crying. We tell them goat. A little bit of magic.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go a lamp on this one.
Both of you are wrong. We are talking about LeBron, the King James. He is the GOAT. He has a little bit of magic because, we like to get assists. We pass the ball 8 times a game, so there's a little bit of magic. People like to say that we flop. We don't flop. There are no tears here, guys. Along with the king of the jungle. We are the lion, raised to the 10th X power. We have 4 rings.
I take the crown inside this.
We have the 4 rings. We have the 4 rings. Now you guys know how the game goes.
Okay.
It will be a little bit harder from here on out.
All right.
Using the
Can
quad.
we challenge?
Yes.
Is this a challenge?
What is?
I'm challenging the tears.
You're challenging the tears.
Ooh.
I mean, there's the crying to the referee.
The flopping.
The probability of these questions are in the 90 percentile. Wow. So
that was a great question, though.
That was a great question. These are 90 percentile questions.
Okay.
Hint, football. We'll give him football. Using the quadratic formula, we're going to solve for X. We have a bulldozer minus an arm plus the legs of Marshawn Lynch divided by a group of Samoans.
The Rock. X is The Rock.
Okay. Divided
by a group of Samoans. We're talking football. Who?
Okay.
The Rock.
The Rock. And you.
You said the legs?
The legs of Marshawn Lynch. They're a bulldozer. Minus an arm. Plus the legs of Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
Saquon?
No.
Saquon?
Tua.
I said Saquon, but I don't
Very, very close. Very, very close. Jalen Hurts, the best running back in the draft. He is a bulldozer. He cannot throw the ball.
Yeah.
He has legs like Marshawn Lynch. And in college, he was separated by the Samoan Tua.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch. This is why I get all of my stuff right and they don't, guys. I see these things. I see these things in my blue arithmetic.
And Eagles over Cowboys. Let's go! Yes!
Anyways. We're going to use this in the world. Using expanded notation. Please solve this equation. The devil times a happy chameleon times a bed of snakes times a happy cat. They should get this, you guys.
Sexyy Red on Saturday.
Okay.
The devil plus a chameleon plus a bed of snakes times a happy cat.
Stephen A. Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith, the devil, chameleon, bed of snakes, and her cat is happy because of all of that. Jada Pinkett Smith.
I love it.
All right. 2 more.
Did you authorize this?
2 more. Using basic principles of prime factorization, solve the equation. We'll go basketball.
Okay.
We have €1 squared times 1/2 of white chocolate. A baby goat plus 1 gangster raised to the white lioness power.
Luca.
And yours.
I'll go with Luca.
We have our first correct guess today. Luca the Don Duchess. Somebody is understanding the math. The math is mathing somewhere today. Finally. Last one, guys. This had the highest probability of all of them.
Ooh.
This is highest probability.
Ooh.
You have Randy Moss hands, T.O. everything, joystick, divided by Daryl Reeves, one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
So we know it has something to do with the Cowboys. We know it has something to do with the Cowboys. Oh, wow.
Time is ticking.
Oh, God.
Time is ticking. You know what?
Michael Parsons.
It's me. I'm great. They didn't see me in high school. I went both ways. I'm that person. Thank you guys for being here for Blue Rhythmatic. Arithmetic. These guys need another lesson. I'll see you guys next week.
I think we need to circle back on the goes both ways.
My God said, yeah, pause.
All right, well, that wraps us up here at Accountable.
I'm crazy day.
Thank you so much for that highly irrelevant math lesson there.
Yeah.
I might be a little dumber now having listened to that.
You know what?
I just need you to pass next time.
But-
Both of y'all did horrible.
We did, but I want to shout out to the Queen Snapper, aka Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
Yeah. We gonna drop the Smith name now.
It ain't no Smith.
Yeah, it's just Jada Pinkett.
Hey.
Pinkett home record.
And we finally saw the emergence of Cheeks.
We are back.
Made it back. We're officially back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're
We're back.
22, baby.
We're
Bring
back.
it in, guys. Bring it in, guys.
Shoot,
We
that's
back.
what I'm saying.
We back. I
She's
ain't
22. Shit. We
Like,
out.
subscribe, subscribe, all of it. We back.
Welcome to Accountable, where we hold
You.
accountable. Uh-oh, I think Jay just got roasted for our setup today.
That's all right.
No, great
Oh,
tabletop. No, in honor of Jada, in honor of her book. I'm gonna read it this weekend. I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a good read.
I'm gonna read Britney Spears.
Oh Lord, crap!
But
you know what?
I think it's just gonna be one long run-on sentence.
Yeah. You know what? She wasn't the same when ever since Justin kicked it to the curb.
Oh Lord, I saw some snippets, y'all. That might have to be a topic next
Yeah.
week. I don't know. Britney off the rails. Poor
You know
Britney.
what? You know what? I blame
should've-
Disney.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Britney,
surprised.
Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. Hell, I'm gonna throw Matthew McConaughey in there as well.
He was in Disney.
I'm just saying. He white.
Matthew.
He white, famous. He look like a Disney kid.
Bernie gonna have a book.
He's a Longhorn.
Every
now.
paragraph gonna start with baby.
Baby.
Baby,
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 baby.
I wanted you to.
Hey,
Alright.
hey, don't front.
All right.
Hey, that was a jam, though.
That bitch pop
That was a jam.
Hey, Britney had some bangers now.
She did.
She had some bangers.
I wish I had gone to see her when she was still in
Yeah,
jail.
no,
Man, I wish I had gone, y'all. You
I
don't
mean,
know how
it's
much.
fine.
It's one of my biggest regrets.
Let's keep it funky now. Britney had some bangers.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Brittany or Ashanti. Baby versus
Ooh, Brittany or Ashanti.
Ooh, that's a good.
Baby, 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 baby.
I mean, I don't want to sound.
I'm gonna go with Britney. I'm
going with Britney
I'm gonna go with
1,000%.
Real talk.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm pretty
No, Britney had more bangers. She had way more bangers.
She had more bangers.
Yeah.
She did, though.
It's just.
I don't know.
it's just
She had more bangers.
I have to put them on the list now. I don't know about that
Man,
one.
look here.
Ashanti, like, I give Brittany like three bangers.
I like Ashanti, but
I give Brittany three bangers.
Oh, come on.
And I for sure give
You
Ashanti
tripping
3 to
now.
5.
No, because I'm gonna stop you right. Thank you. Because all Ashanti had was Irv Gotti in her corner.
What?
Britney had.
And Ja Rule and Nelly? What?
We call that low budget.
No, we don't. We don't.
I
just added 6 songs with those two names.
Compared to Britney,
I just added 6 songs with those two
she had
names.
Timberland. I'm gonna stop you right there. That is it right there. She had Timberland.
This will be to be continued.
Yeah.
This got a little more heated than what I anticipated.
y'all got me
That could have been a
Yeah.
topic, but maybe
We
should have a book club.
You sound like top 5 when he tried to compare the Backstreet to NSYNC.
They
Now,
also
look,
have Britney's
we all
book on
know.
Audible. Y'all, I'm actually tempted to buy Britney's book on Audible because it's narrated by her and a
Well, that's gonna sound
secret
horrible.
celebrity.
That's gonna sound horrible. Don't do that.
Like,
just
I can
buy the
just
book.
imagine
Just
what
buy
this
the book.
sounds like, y'all. Like,
I don't think she can read. I don't think she can read.
Oh my goodness.
y'all, I don't know.
I was saying, I don't think
We gotta-
I'm
she
done.
she looks touched.
Oh my god.
You knew she was such when she cut her hair off on TV.
All right.
Come on, dog.
I got
She
something for
discusses that in the book.
y'all. I got
Look,
something.
I'm promoting for
You know what?
bringing
You
support.
sound like
Brady.
Jada Pinkett. I talked about it in the book.
Huh?